How's it going, everybody? So today I'm doing a signature deep dive. So make sure you get your scuba gear, your goggles, your flippers, and most importantly, your oxygen tank. Make sure the levels are good so you can breathe down there. And we're going to dive on in and see what we can find. The name of this band is Cabinet of Ministers, and the name of this song is Forever Night. And yeah, I've never heard of this band before. Just kind of stumbled upon this, and I was curious. And yeah, so I figured, nah, it's a good time for a deep dive. We'll take the boat on out a little ways. We'll dive on in and see. Hopefully, we can bring up some treasures. But yeah, make sure you get the buddy system going. You know, you got the little tether, so if someone gets disoriented down there, we can, get you back up safe and sound. But anywho, let's give it a listen, shall we? Rangers, go. that was awesome. Wow, wow, that was great. We pulled up some treasure chests, on that dive. I tell you what, I love that. Bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, ba, ba, bum, bum. It's just really, really cool. One thing I'll say right off the bat is that one thing that I'm really impressed with just immediately is how unique they sound. It's like they have like a signature kind of sound already. Just a lot of bands like in the symphonic metal kind of genre have like a very similar sound, but at least with this song alone, I just sense their own like persona, their own like kind of signature way of doing things, because just the nature of the song, the music and everything, it had its own little style, again, just with that, even with that riff, I haven't really heard something kind of in that quite like that, really, in the kind of symphonic metal genre or whatnot. Um, just that style, the sound of it, it's just really, really cool. So I love that riff. I love the whole style of the whole song. While the guitars are going, the keyboardist is playing like a little tune back there. The only thing with the keyboard is that I wish like in the mix maybe that the keyboard was boosted just a little bit, because there was times where I feel like it was drowned out a little bit by the guitars, and it sounded like there was a nice melody, a nice supporting kind of backdrop with the keyboard, and the sound that it was making. But I just wish it was boosted a smidge, just a smidge. I think that would have helped a little bit, just by getting that up there, eat more even with the rest of everything. But just, well, from the intro, just the way it all started, and the drummer, the drum work was really great. I do love, speaking of the keyboard though, how he kind of got like a little bit of a solo there in the middle, where everything else kind of tapered off a little bit, just to add that little bit of that melody there with the keyboard was really great. But I really liked the verses. I really liked the chorus. Every time it built back into that chorus, that melody, oh man, that melody, it just kind of sweeps you away. It just takes you by the hand, and you just feel like it's got such a positive feeling and emotion to it that like I said, it just kind of sweeps you away, and it just brought a smile to my face every time. It just has such a nice, uh, almost like a folky kind of melody to it, but yeah, just real positive and just great. Yeah, I mean, I love the heaviness of the guitars, but they're not too heavy to where it like detracts from the the melody, or the more um, just positive feelings of the song. It's like they're heavy, but they're countered or balanced by some of the other elements, like her voice and the keyboard, for example, and just the melody and the chorus. So everything balances out really, really nice. So I really commend the songwriting, because it all just works very, very well. And I'm actually quite impressed with the production quality as well. Everything sounded really nice. Again, just in the mix, I would have just boosted the keyboard a little bit, but sound wise, everything sounded crisp. Everything, nothing sounded muddled. You could distinctly hear like the different instruments, and yeah, it's just really good production quality. And so I'm really impressed by that. And her voice, I just love her voice. Again, even she kind of has like a unique quality to her voice and her vocal style, and it just absolutely brilliant. She's got almost like an effortlessness to her voice, and that's one thing I will say that the mix did really, really well, is getting the vocals and like the heaviness of the guitars and all of that aligned, so it sounded really good because her voice is definitely leading the charge, you know, and you can hear her very well in addition to the guitars. So that's one thing I was a little worried about when the song started, and it was kind of heavy and it had the thick, you know, heavy, chunky guitars going. I was a little concerned. I was like, all right, how the vocals going to fit into this sound? But brilliantly done. And again, her voice is just really, really great. I really enjoyed that. So yeah, this song really just impressed me all the way around. It kind of checked all the boxes there. So I'm really, really impressed. Y'all have to let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this song here. And are you familiar with this band? Have you heard of them before? Yeah, let me know what you thought of this song. And as you can tell, I thought it was fantastic. I just was really blown away. I enjoyed it a whole lot, and I'm excited to check this band out more and to hear more because, yeah, I'm very intrigued. And again, I love their sound. There's something about them that already just kind of sets them apart, in my opinion. So, yeah, I dig it big time. Anywho, thank you all so much for tuning in. Catch you all next time. Ranger out.